lives are actually your attitude and behavior. It's the way the people view the world. And we can all have the same situation. I don't know if you've ever seen it on TV. They'll have a crime scene and they'll have a number of witnesses and every witness sees something different. It's a blue car, no, it was a red car, no, it's a grey car. Oh no, there were 3 people, no, it was a tall guy, it was a short guy. Same situation, all different filters or paradigms. Basically, if you want to improve yourself, you need to find a better paradigm. The biggest thing is that you should never assume with paradigms. You have to be open. And Kobe gives an example in his book about him being traveling on the train, and there was a gentleman there with a number of his kids, and they were running around and they were screaming and they were interrupting quite a few of the passengers. Kobe's getting a little bit annoyed, as we do, and he finally, you know, he's a proactive sort of guy. He said something to the man. And he said, "Oh, excuse me, sir, your children are running around. They're sort of creating some chaos." And the man looked at him and he said, "Oh, we've just come from the hospital. Their mother just died an hour ago. I guess that's how they're dealing with it. They're not quite sure, and nor am I." Anyone here know what their purpose is? Their purpose in life. Anybody know? You do? Good. Great. Now, I learned what my purpose was through trial and error. But I want to talk to you a bit about purpose. People think purpose is something huge and grandiose. I am going to go and save the world. I'm going to save the whales. I'm going to build schools in Africa. I'm saying your purpose doesn't necessarily have to be that. Your purpose in life, you might have a beautiful patch of grass with a garden in your front lawn. And every day, those people who walk like this walk past and see that, and it gives them something. It makes them feel happy. That could be your purpose, to tend that bit of grass. It doesn't have to be big and grand. It could be that simple. I've got 2 dogs, and one of those dogs, that dog's purpose is to make people smile. Because whenever you walk her, people just laugh at her. She's got these big ears, she's a Jack Russell Cross Foxy, and that's her purpose, to make people smile. Okay, so your purpose doesn't have to be huge. But if you're thinking about what your purpose could potentially be, I'll give you some ideas. If you want to discover your purpose, there are 3 questions you can ask yourself. If time and money weren't an issue, what would you do with your life? If you had only 1 year to live, how would you live it? Now, I had a boss, his name was Sammy, and he was from France, and I was working in the publishing company in Australia, and he was one of those A-type people, full on, full on, full on. All of a sudden he got really sick, and they didn't know what exactly was wrong with him. He was in hospital for about 3 months, full time, and when he came out, his whole attitude changed. He had more balance, he spent more time with people he cared about instead of fighting these ridiculous corporate battles. And what I want to say to you is, don't wait till you're on your deathbed or you're sick to make a choice, because you can do that now. And also, if you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you do? So those are 3 questions that you can ask yourself, because they will definitely give you an indication of your purpose. Now, for those of you who just want an answer on a plate, I'm going to give it to you now. Ready? I feel like I need a drum roll, because your life purpose is, that's it. No matter what, to be happy. That's all it is. So if it means tending that patch of grass, or that dog walking down with her big ears and making people smile, or me getting up here and hopefully making a difference to people's lives, that's all it is. We have to be happy in what we're doing, because there is no use having a purpose that you begrudge doing every single day. Okay? So there, I've given you the answer to life. We can all die tomorrow. Okay. They did this research with people on their deathbeds, and they said, what did they think about? Well, let me tell you, they didn't think about the new car, or the 3rd property they bought, or how many millions they had in the bank. They thought about, did they do work of purpose, and their relationships, and how happy they were. We can't control everything. And that's the human side of it. I think we think that if we really set our mind to something, we can really do it. And to part, that's true. But we're human. There are disappointments as well. And we have to look at the disappointments and understand that it's okay to feel unhappy or sad or disappointed if something doesn't work our way, but it doesn't actually necessarily have to be like that. We can just make another choice. And we can be grateful for what we've got now, even though it might not feel so good, because there was a lot of journey along the way to get us to the bit that we're thinking, oh, it didn't work out that way. I'm really disappointed by that. And you can become lucky. Get that lucky mentality. I said the other day I don't believe in luck, but I also don't believe anything bad will ever happen to me. I actually think everything's always going to go my way. And guess what? Pretty much does, right? I don't ever think anything. I can remember sitting in the airport. It was Daytona Grand Prix, and I had a standby ticket. And my friend at the time said, oh my gosh, we're going to be here for like ever. I went, oh no, we're getting on a plane. Next thing, called up. I actually believe things worked great for me. I went for another job, and I was desperate to get it. It was in another publishing company. And a week later, I found out I didn't get it. So I was very upset that I didn't get the outcome that I desired. But a week after that, I went for another interview. I got the job, and it was double the pay with more opportunity. I was originally upset with the initial outcome, but now I know that it's always this or something better. And that was the case there. Let me tell you, when you live by this philosophy of this or something better, it takes a load off life. Because it's not about disappointment. You're going, oh, that didn't work out. That's okay, because something better is around the corner. And you go with the flow, and you keep with your EPS. So if I can encourage you for one thing, just to know that when things don't turn out how you would like them, there's something bigger going on out there, and things will eventually get you to where you need to go. And I want you to think back sometimes. You know, when like a relationship could have broken up, or, you know, something could have happened that wasn't to your liking. When you look back now, you're thinking, oh, that was meant to be.